The more people that rely on you, the more God cannot let you fail. When the hedge funds in Wall Street got themselves into a pickle by over-leveraging repo loans, when the repo market interest rate rose to 9%, they were forced to liquidate at a level twice as large as the 2008 financial crisis. The impact would have been massive, causing a crash twice as large as 2008. So the Fed entered the repo market, offered loans at 2.1%, using the money it could create instantly. And basically they created a defense to make sure that hedge funds did not need to liquidate their holding. So the Fed, they printed $75 billion overnight in repo loans on the first day, and they picked up the pace over the following weeks. So why do I share that story? That story basically says these banks were too big to fail. If they failed, there will be a ton of people, everyday citizens in America. The crash twice as large as 2008 would have caused so many issues. They had so many people relying on these banks to not fail, so the government bailed them out. Now God does a similar thing. When you have a lot of people that rely on you, employees, an audience, clients, family, the more responsibility you take on, the more He needs to let you stay alive and not fail, because you disappearing, you dying, creates this vacuum where all these people that rely on you will struggle. All the people that die early, disappear, those people create the least amount of value, or they don't have many people who need them. So the lesson is, embrace people needing your support. Embrace giving support when needed, when asked for. Because the more you take on, the more luck you're going to have, the more in God's favor you're going to be, and the more He cannot let you fail. So take on as much responsibility you can, give as much as you can, because the more responsibility you take on, the less chance you have of failing.